Royal Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 9 of the NFL. We'll see Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Thomas. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Kenny Moore brought him down. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And the Ravens.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very active.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, what happened though?
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
A gain of 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
DeAnthony Thomas will return it for Baltimore.
$39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 30.
An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Taken down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And a Raven first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Colts 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Jackson.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4.
Jackson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brings up second and
from the 40 now on second down. Rivers, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up
from the 27, Rivers.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Rivers pass.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
To throw again. Rivers. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offense.
This is unbelievable.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Jackson's pass. Complete to
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 28.
Jackson. The 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Jack Doyle.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The ball switches back over to Mark Ingram and the Ravens.
It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for...
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard.
Throwing again. Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Let's go. Jackson.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And Taylor is the ball carrier.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Rivers sack.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Complete to Devin.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Twisting away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal.
Rivers pass.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton.
That's good for a Colts.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier. The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
The reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. But we talk about on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
About 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Rivers, and it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Colts 10.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got Burton here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to trade.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Rivers, he'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rivers now. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Thomas. He juked him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Jackson now.
32-yard line.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Complete to Mark Andrews. A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Jackson will throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Raven, first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
21-yard line.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
At the 15-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
11-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
To Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return is Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 23.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Catch made here by Campbell. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Jackson options out left, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
J.K. Dobbins.
They'll get 3 as the
Raven 1st down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Ravens 31. Colts 18.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26.
And the Colts getting ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
No, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled.
30-40 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 79 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence. Because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit. But not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just got their assignments down, they can get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
19-yard line.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Throwing again. Rivers. He dumps this off to Mack. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Rivers to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
Here's Rivers.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell.
Rivers pass.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Ravens, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-2.